So here we are at Fitness Mania.
Easy.
Oh!
Let's go. Let's go.
One of the 3 gyms I frequent in Southern California. I would call it my home gym. It's also where I train my clients a couple days a week. When did this open? 2020?
2020, August 2020.
Okay, yeah, Fitness Mania has been around for almost 4 years now. It's a great facility, the latest equipment, but it's not like the latest and greatest just to say it's new. It's really high quality, hand-picked stuff. And today we're gonna train some legs, predominantly quads. Tom's been away for a little bit, so it'll be a reunion of sorts for us. So I'll let him tell you what his thoughts are and where he's been.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather today, but I don't like to skip, especially leg days with Ron. So we'll see what he has with us, and let's go.
I have trained legs in various different ways. I've trained hamstrings and hamstrings and quads together with some success. Currently, I train them separately. And the reason I like to train them separately is because I feel as though sometimes when you combine large muscle groups in one workout, inherently something's kind of going to go to the back seat. But what I will do when I train quads is occasionally I'll add one hamstring movement, and conversely, when I train hamstrings, I'll add one quad movement just to keep some blood in that area, especially depending on how sore I am. So the short answer is, if training once a week is sufficient for you, go with it. There have been a lot of successful pros. Dorian Yates comes to mind, who train legs once a week, both quads and hamstrings. And then there are other guys who primarily train legs twice a week, splitting up hamstrings and quads, and they also are pretty effective. So that's my take. Twice a week is fine, once a week is fine. As long as you're training intentionally and giving them time to recover, that's fine for me.
Personally, I like splitting them. I've noticed when I met Ron, I was doing legs once a week. And when I split it, I was able to focus more on that body part and put in my 100%, and my legs did respond. So I like doing them as a split, but again, to each their own. If you like splitting them, split them. If not, that's fine.
As you can see, Tom is a charter member of AARP. And
Still sore.
whatever. He's always got something going on, trust me. So he's got to put on his trusty blue rub to get his body ready. I have some too, but I don't use it as much as he does, just to get his knees ready. It takes him about an hour to get warmed up for training. So he'll still say, oh, I'm still warming up, and we'll be damn near done with the workout. So it's always my fault. I'm always pushing the envelope too much. So just wanted to point that out. Exercise sequence today. We're going to wait on this individual to finish with adductors. And then we're going to move right over to extensions, a staple on quad day for 99% of people. And we're going to go down to the pendulum squat, which I think is probably the best quad builder when it comes to machines. I think that back squat can be a great quad builder depending on how you're built. Not so much for myself, maybe for Tom in his younger days. It really comes down to your stature, your femurs, and all that kind of good stuff. But when you start getting, bigger yourself and you start needing more loads to kind of get your fix, now you kind of got to balance how much are you getting for your quads compared to incorporate my lower back and all those different things. So if and when I do back squat, it's typically at the end of the workout where I don't have to use so many other factors or recruit so many other muscle groups to get the job done. So I'm a big believer in the back squat, but again, it's more specific to how you're built and where you're at in your training. And from there, we'll probably finish with a leg press of our choosing. I think we're going to do the panada today, and that'll be it. So 4 exercises. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have these exercise programs with 7 or 8 different things, but I'm also telling you that your workout is not lacking if you only do 3 or 4 things for quads, especially if you do them right. That's my 2 cents on that, and we're going to get started warming up here.
How'd you get out of that?
Huh?
How did you get out of that?
I hear you.
How did you get out of that so fast?
I'm a ninja.
That was a ninja move, bro.
Pretty cool, right? My agility is highly underrated, as we see.
For the record, he couldn't even get in the machine on the first set. So I don't know how he got out.
Getting warmed up.
That's it. Oh. Woo. Let's go. I got it. Woo. That ninja move.
What are your must-have supplements? Because there's so many things out there. I say every month there's always something new and revolutionary that kind of comes and goes and fades out. And I'll say, for me, the primary two that have kind of stood the test of time are creatine and some form of powder protein. Those two are go-tos. If you want to strip that down and add something else, you can basically say some form of caffeine for a pre-workout. In my past, I've done just a caffeine pill. I've done coffee, pre-workouts, things like that, if you kind of want to go ahead and wake yourself up a little bit. So, but the primary two are creatine and whey protein. If you want to go down the list, there's some other things that are there, but those are the two in the lead for me.
Yeah, creatine is number one. I would say glutamine number two. Probably for me personally, I love to take glutamine. It makes me full. I recover faster. But I would say most people are not taking enough glutamine, is why they don't notice it as much. Glutamine tells you to take it, 2 to 3 times a day. I would say 5 times a day if you can, especially before bed, before a workout, and after the workout. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. One more. That's it. Hold it. Oh, good. Oh. 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 That's it. One of the things that I get really into are extensions. I like to do heavy. I like to do a lot of volume, static holds. And
I kind of realized not a lot of guys spend a lot of time doing that while missing some of the gains and progress they can make, especially separating their quads. So we're gonna start off with about 20 reps here, and we'll probably keep going down, increasing the weight. And we may keep it that way to the end, or we may do something a little bit different, a little spicy to kind of finish things off. But great workout so far. I like warming things up with the adductor work because you can put a lot of blood into the legs without having to put too much in the knees as soon as you walk in. So it's a good start so far. And hold it.
Yep. Ah. Ah. Ah.
Come on. One more. You're not done. Set's not done. Come on.
Yep.
Hold it. Up and hold it. Good. Up and hold it. Come on.
Yep.
Stay there. Up. Last 10. Let's go. Come on. Right to it. Come on.
Yes.
Same form.
Yes.
5 more. Come on. 2. Come on. 1 more. The fun has begun. So, just to narrate what's going on right now, some things that people need to be aware of when you're a training partner, right? Your primary responsibility is safety, right? Let's just put that out there. When you're outside of a set, you need to make sure that everything that your partner's doing, you see things that they can't see. We've all seen somebody get under a bench and there's a quarter on one side and the other side doesn't have a quarter. You as a training partner, you're supposed to pick up on those things. Your partner may be distracted, he may be tired, and the mind is the first thing to go. The next thing that I'm concerned with is my partner's form, as he's concerned with mine. Again, when you get tired and you're in the throes of that pain, you start to make very small compromises in your form. Those small compromises become bigger and bigger, and once again, like I told you before, by the end of a set, they don't even look like the same exercise. So my job is to keep him on track. The other thing is, which is hugely important, is you have to be there to motivate your partner. And what that means is you have to be very keen on your training partner, learn them. They may need a kick in the butt. They may need for you to say something basically encouraging, whatever the case is. Play with their mind based on how you know them, try to get the most out of them, talk to them, ask them, hey, is everything all right? Especially as it relates to little aches and pains so that they can push through the set. Sometimes a person's not pushing through because of pain. Sometimes a person's not pushing through because of injury. As a training partner, I need to be able to look at Tom and say, okay, something's off. He's avoiding his right leg. Something's off. Or he's just not pushing hard enough, right? The last thing is, you guys gotta use your training partners to make your workouts better. It shouldn't just be somebody that you're there to chit chat with while you work out, right? If you notice, when we get to these last few sets, I take over his set. He takes over my set. That way I'm not thinking, I'm not deciding when the set's over. He does.
Payback time. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. You got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Up and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me 5. Last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cut. Obviously, it takes a lot longer to tire out than I did, but you probably had another 10 reps and another 10 holds.
Give me 2. One more. Nice discount. Let's go. Come on. We on sale now. We on sale. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Well, you got some more in there. Come on. Good. Here we go. Wait. Come on. Easy. Easy. Clearance rack. You need to squeeze at the top for each one. Clearance rack now. Good. Come on. Come on. Come on, Chop. Dig deep. Come on. Hit it. Kick it. Come on.
Oh, shit.
I talked earlier about keeping exercises manageable with regards to the total. The reason I say that is, for you folks out there doing 6 or 7 things for leg day, I guarantee you 5 or 6 of them aren't being done to full capacity, right? When I approach adductors or I approach extensions, I approach those as if that's the only thing I'm doing that day. I'm not trying to measure my extensions based on what I'm going to do next and what I'm going to do after that. Whatever I have left is what I have left. I'm not saving myself. I'm not thinking ahead like, oh, I got pendulum next, so I don't want my quads to feel a certain way when I start. No, give it all you got and move on to the next exercise. Stop saving yourself. The reason you're saving yourself because you guys have too many exercises in your queue.
I think on that note too, you can't be a bodybuilder and talk about PR, because whatever you got that day is what you got that day. Meaning, if 30 reps at a certain weight is my bottom, that's it, that's all I can get, that's fine. Again, he's not trying to save himself because he's not looking for a number of weight for a number of reps. He's just going to milk whatever he's got left and leave it all out there.
Okay.
Come on. Let's go. Get it up.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Good. Come on. Let's go. Dig. Let's go. Dig. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Let's go, Ron. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get it up. Yeah. If I went home right now, that would be a great workout. If it stopped right now.
Another question I got from a friend of mine, he was responding to a post I had about what do I do pre-workout? And he noticed that I try to have 2 meals prior to training. And his question is, what would I suggest for someone who has to train at 5:30 in the morning? Luckily, I have a lot of clients who are in that situation, and I've actually trained at 5:30 in the morning for about a year before. If you're gonna be training at 5:30 in the morning, you're probably not gonna wake up at 2 a.m. to start your eating process. So what do? I suggest if you're in that situation is to look at the previous day as something that's going to have a derivative effect and derivative impact on your next training day. So if you're gonna be training legs or back on Wednesday, Tuesday may be a good idea for you to go ahead and carb load. And then Wednesday morning, have maybe a small manageable meal, because again, you're not gonna be able to eat at 3 in the morning, sit around for an hour, let your food digest and go hit the gym, right? So if you're training at 5:30, you may be eating probably at 4:45, maybe even 5 o'clock. So think of things like, maybe oatmeal, banana, protein drinks, things that you can get down and digest that's not too much on your stomach and it doesn't upset you, especially for large body parts.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Your last meal is probably gonna be your best one. You're gonna have a lot of glycogen stored in the liver from the day before. So as Ron says, focus on the day before and something like the day of, and you're good.
Pendulum is not my strongest exercise, but it's really, really effective. As I said before, it's probably the best quad builder. If there are any tips I have for people, especially on the Arsenal one, is to bring your shoulder blades a little bit further on the padding instead of straight back. That's going to give you a little bit more stability on the back area, especially if your back is prone to getting tight. So I'm going to go through set 2 here, and it's already pushing back pretty good.